So I was looking at my tanks this morning. I was thinking, it's been a long time since we did a tank update. It's been about a year. I'm thinking it's time for another one. Let's get right into it. So, I'm gonna start out with this 50 gallon here. This is my mostly native tank. I do have one Chinese algae eater in here. I don't know if you'll see him, but swimming around somewhere. But this tank is kind of a mess right now. This whole decoration was flipped over. That little geode in the back was also flipped over. There was a little bit of an algae bloom in here. And yeah, there's just not much going on in here. This light's slowly fading away. I have to like kind of hold down the button to have it turn on. But anyway, we got some new bluegills in here. Probably haven't seen this one. So it's really neat. This one's got like more of a chain pattern on it. You can probably see that there. But the other one, it's a little different. And you can see the scars from this guy attacking him. This fish is the bully of the tank pretty much. And he'll even bully Billy. It's a weird thing to say, but bullying Billy the bullhead. I don't know what the bullhead did to it, but he's lucky the bullhead isn't big enough to eat him. But yeah, these things are super aggressive. They tend to have a pecking order when there's more than one in a tank together. And I originally had 3 in here, but the other one passed away just about a week ago. Found him floating on the top. But yeah, this one is just bullying all the other ones. Feed these guys bloodworms for the most part. Usually I'll throw in a couple minnows, probably around 50 for the bullhead once he gets hungry. And the smaller ones, the bluegills can actually eat, which is pretty neat. But as with all of my other tanks, never really do water changes. I add plants in here. I'm kind of surprised this one isn't more dirty. I only have these couple plants right here. See, this one's coming off. I think that's a new plant that one like reproduced. I don't know how plants work in that sense, but yeah, it looks like it's a brand new plant. Might have to plant that somewhere. But yeah, got some hydrilla in here. These are just a couple from PetSmart. And yeah, this tank's doing pretty well for what it is, you know. Not too many plants, no water changes. I just throw in new water once it evaporates out of the tank. Do my leaf zone. I can actually show you the chemicals right now. So we throw in some of the stress coat, simple stuff, API. Quick start, I really don't use. I use that when I'm starting the tank, hence the name. Leaf zone, use this a good bit. Do 15 milliliters for this tank. It's usually 5 milliliters per 10 gallons, but as there's not a lot of plants in this tank, I don't need to use that much. Got a big backup here just in case, and I honestly do not even test the water. Very low in maintenance on these tanks, I try to be. The filter isn't the cleanest, but it's doing the job, and these fish are living healthily in here. Really don't see any problems with them, especially these bluegill. They look just fantastic. Let's get on to the other tank. Now, if you remember this tank, you're gonna see there's something way new in here. It's these. This is the Pathos right here. So one of my coworkers gave me this, and it's a really interesting plant. So it can thrive both in soil and in the water. And I actually have another plant over there that's actually rooted in soil. And I wanna see if they grow differently, but they both are growing pretty well in here. The room temperature in here ranges from 70 to 80 degrees. No central air in here, so it's kind of just going with the season. But regardless, these plants are thriving in here. We get some hydrilla in here as well. I trimmed that down a little bit and I ended up adding some to the other tank. This is my 30. Got a bunch of these plants from PetSmart here, and they're growing great as well. I definitely see a lot more growth, especially in this back one. In this one, I don't know what these are, but these just grow really well. These are some kind of, I think that might be Java fern. So let's get on to our fish in here. Originally, I had 10 of these tiger barbs. One of them passed away today. I have, I think, 4 of these algae eaters. You're not gonna see all of them at once. Maybe some passed away and I just didn't realize, but that's the biggest one right there. We got a red-tailed shark, and we also had our dinosaur beach ear in here, but that one unfortunately passed away. I don't know if I got that in an update video, but yeah, this tank is doing really well as well. A little bit of algae on the tank. We have snails in here to clean it up. These are some snails that we got from a local pond, and yeah, this is doing just great. So that's basically it. You know, the tanks are doing great. Kind of love doing this, you know, I just see the ecosystem just expanding over time, going on with the life. Really haven't had anything detrimental happen to these tanks, whether that be an outbreak of like pH or ammonia. They've been doing really well. One fish dies once in a while, but you know, that's kind of just the thing. You can't avoid that. But yeah, regardless, super great. Love doing this. Might be adding more fish soon, but stay tuned for that. I'll let you know when that's happening.